Ladies and gentlemen, episode number 528, live. Welcome to a special edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis. Tonight it is Gold Rush time. It is Gold Rush time times two, because tonight we're going to bang out two tournaments to award two of our junior championships that are now all vacant, of course, from our last SPV, where they were all cashed in, and each of the junior champions challenged for either a YTD Academy Championship or a TWA World Championship, which of course automatically vacates each and every one of the junior titles. Tonight we're going to dish two out. It's going to be the Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line tonight in the tournament in the men's division, and of course in the second tournament it'll be the Junior Tag Team Championship. So it's going to be a night of fire in the ring. We have the great Luke the Gooner in the house tonight. He's already on the broadcast. Luke, if you want to address the masses that aren't here yet, actually.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Together we will grow strong in our community.
Luke and I were just
strong
before we get into any other
endeavors.
discussions. Luke and I were still talking about a few different things, boxing and other such things. We're going to continue that in just a minute. But it's going to be an interesting evening. Two different tournaments in one night. And check out the villainy in the quarterfinals of this first tournament for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Johnny Rainbow, Alex King, Matthew Ultraviolet, Mr. Pink's in the house. The Hardcore Icon Tables, that just made his return to the company after quite a long hiatus, actually. It looks like he's aligning himself with the Wolfpack Horsemen, which I guess isn't really a terribly big surprise, but that's what's going on there. We got DJ Snow, Escanor, and of course Ethan Mercedes. Now the thing that I immediately noticed right away is, did you notice that there's two members of this, because there was a new group formed. I mean, they just had a match on YTD After Dark. Matthew Ultraviolet and Mercedes are a tag team, and they are both in this tournament. I smell something fishy working there. The House of Ultraviolet, they called themselves, and they won. It was a very good matchup. But anyways, I just find it a little suspicious that both Matthew Ultraviolet and Ethan Mercedes both enter the same tournament. I'd say there's a coup planned here.
In fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none.
But anyway, it should be a very interesting tournament. Junior Heavyweight Championship for anybody that's newer. That means they get to challenge the TWA World Champion at any time of their choosing. The last person to hold that title was, of course, the Cowboy Timothy Archer, or Papa Archer, as everybody's dubbed him. He cashed in on Roman Reigns and became the TWA World Champion, so he's reigning defending champion currently. So these 8 villains all get to fight for the right to hold the Junior Championship, which is a key to the kingdom, if you will. So, but anyways, Luke the Gooner and I were talking about combat sports, MMA, boxing, and other such things. And, of course, boxing just had I'd like to call it an exhibition, but they actually considered it a legit boxing affair, even dubbing it the debut for professional boxing anyways, of Francis Ngannou. Now, most of you guys know he's an MMA superstar. He was actually even the heavyweight champion in the UFC before his departure. But he crossed over and set up a super fight with Tyson Fury, which is, of course, the world's boxing heavyweight champion. He's the best boxer in the entire world right now. And Francis Ngannou went in there, and I don't know who watched the fight and who didn't, but listen, I've seen it twice, and I'll tell you, Tyson Fury gave him his mad respect to Francis Ngannou, the commissioner of boxing for the WBC. As a matter of fact, even though he's 0-1 and it was his professional debut, they're literally going to consider Francis Ngannou a top 10 tier ranked boxer, because he says, and this is the commission, he says that Francis Ngannou is already better than the rest of their heavyweights. I mean, there's the problem with boxing, right? It's become too much of a sideshow. Like, we already have pro wrestling. We don't need some iteration of boxing, right? And that's been going on for a long time. Boxing, I said to Luke earlier, boxing's been corrupt for a very long time in many different ways, whether it be paid referees or what have you. You know, if you go back far enough in time, how Mafia got involved with boxing, right? So, I mean, it's no secret. But watch the fight. Ngannou, man, I don't know how he got that good at boxing in such a short amount of time, but that dude should definitely go and finish knocking out the rest of the heavyweight division just to say he did. Just to say he did. But in my opinion, and if you even like boxing a little bit, it was an entertaining fight. It really, really was. And apparently they're going to run it back, so we'll see what happens with that. But I think Francis Ngannou beat him. They gave the fight to Tyson Fury on a split decision, and the split decision was very sketchy, by the way. The one judge had it scored 96-93, when the other two had it 95-94 or something like that, I believe. Ngannou even knocked down Tyson Fury, and I believe it was a right hook behind the ear that staggered him and he fell over. But Francis Ngannou looked really, really good in the ring. If I'm a heavyweight boxer right now, I don't know. I'm finding ways to duck Francis Ngannou, I'll tell you that much. Because if he can do that to Tyson Fury, what's he going to do to the rest of the division? What, Deontay Wilder? Okay, let's talk Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury already beat that dude twice.
Together we will grow strong and our
Ngannou beat him.
will remain strong by
well,
our
lost a split decision, but in reality, he beat Tyson Fury.
With that said,
So, but yeah, but there's... all the way,
why did he lose on a split decision? No, like, what's it all about? Like,
it's just the judging. The one judge had it 95-94 for Ngannou. The other judge had it 95-94 Tyson. So that's a razor sharp. They're very close, right? All of a sudden, this other judge has it 96-93, and there's not one.
Infinity has invaded the compound.
Like I don't know how they got that.
Viewers.
I do not know. I don't understand for 1 second how they got that. I gotta open up my dashboard here. Give me a sec. There we go. Yo, Oni's invading. What's going on, Oni? How was the rest of your stream? I had to sneak out, my friend. As you know, I had to get the ball on the roll, if you will. Show on the go. Get things tournament burning. 2 tournaments. But all that it was time to start. So what we're talking about right now, guys, is the boxing match between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. And I don't know if you've seen it, or if you like boxing or what have you, but I've seen it. I watched that fight twice. And because here's the thing, they had the one judge scored at 95-94 for Ngannou. There was another judge that scored at 95-94 for Tyson Fury. Then there was this other judge, I don't know where the hell he got his scorecard from, but his was 96-93 in favor of Tyson Fury, who they gave the split decision win to. But I'm telling you right now, Ngannou beat that dude.
Sup?
Ngannou beat that dude. Tyson Fury gave him mad props after the fight, so that was cool. He was very, very respectful. He said, "Listen, he hits hard. He's really good at boxing. He was way better a boxer than they thought he was going to be." Right? So Ngannou impressed everybody. Even like I said earlier, before you guys got here, the commissioner of the WBC said that they're going to list him as a top 10 ranked boxer because he's better than the rest of the heavyweights in the division. And what I said to Luke earlier, I said, what does that say about your promotion? What does that say about the sport of boxing in general? If you're admitting that a guy that just crossed over and very quickly, now we did have the aid of Mike Tyson and a whole lot of very good trainers, etc. at hand. And even though he lost, he still got, I think he got $10 million out of that. No, that's nowhere near what, I'm sure Tyson Fury was 5 times that, if not better, but he still made $10 million to lose, and he must know himself that he won that fight. He won that boxing match. I don't like to call it a fight. Boxing really isn't a fight. Unless you call it a boxing fight. You know what I mean? A fight is closer to MMA or, a street fight. It's different. It's not the same at all. But it was... And it's also one of the best boxing matches I've seen in probably 4 or 5 years. It was very good. It doesn't matter if I think Ngannou won and the fact that Tyson Fury actually did win. I thought they both looked amazing in there. I got respect for both of those guys. And like I said, I think, from what I understand, and what Francis Ngannou is saying, is they're probably going to run that back. Which I absolutely think they should. I absolutely think they should.
Oh, hi.
Welcome in, Strife. Glenola, I see you. Froggy Moth Legs, what's going on, Froggy? What are you guys up to? What's going down? You guys excited for Halloween Havoc? Tuesday night, Halloween night, baby. I'm excited because I can't wait for you guys to see the Halloween Havoc arena. Which by the way, Joe Link helped with. He created a new logo for me. I didn't like, not that I didn't like it, I didn't want to use the same type of logo I used last time. So he created a new one for us. And of course I do what I do. I found some images to utilize. Made a very sexy arena.
So Frog Hammett
I'm excited.
Sexy.
It is sexy.
It is. Communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's endeavors.
I mean that's like
skipping the rest.
That
Joe had a Valor show today.
Just a go-to word.
And Oni tore it up yesterday.
It's a go-to word.
How's it going, Frog Hammett legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe had a baller show today, and Oni tore it up yesterday. Yeah, Oni's show was fire. It really was.
Speaking of which...
Jesus Christ, these fucking guys good with Johnny Cage. Sorry.
Oni's sneaking in on us.
Yo,
What's going on, Oni?
I've been watching British panel shows all day.
What's new and exciting? Yo, G, I've been watching British panel shows all day. What British panel shows were you watching?
LOL Frog Hammett legs.
Sorry, what were you saying, Oni?
I said nothing much.
No, nothing much. So were you pleased with the outcome of your show? Because, I mean, from our perspective, that was fire.
Oh, yeah. I was very, very pleased. It could have been better, but some things I did last night.
We always think that about our shows, right? We always, and that's a good thing, because that drives you to make the next one better. It does. Yeah. So, but, I mean, it was a good time, though. It was a good time, right from opening bell to the finishing bell.
It's a good point spread there.
Watching KXL,
what's
a
that?
show about odd facts and shaming people for
it's always
not
trying to make the next one better.
Yeah, I mean, you know, from everything from all the content we create, like from the championships we make to the ring designs to superstars created or whatever. I mean, you always want to take pride in that.
Yeah.
Because that's, at the end of the day, is what attracts people. You know what used to drive me? Glenola used to, he would be my go-to person. I would say create a championship belt, and I'd show him, and if he said, it's okay, I was like, okay, I'm changing it. So I know he was always my go-to, so that I knew to up the bar and make things better, or he'd give me a small little detail that maybe he thought would be better if I changed it, and I would do it that way. Whatever, but Christian Cool too, when Christian Cool was around more often, but his schedule was completely changed.
I get what you said.
But yeah, so I mean, the Archerverse has never been a one-man show, right? I mean, Glenola likes to pass appreciation off and etc. But let's be real, the Archerverse it revolves around everybody, not just any one person. So.
You let everybody talk about their streams though, don't you? It's like, so it revolves around like a lot of different people, doesn't it?
Glenola redeemed joke time for Froggy Mothlegs.
Wait.
The Elite went for life. Archie, you never messaged like you said you would. I did not know.
Fucking hell.
I forgot, actually. I did. But I will. I will. How many YouTubers does it take? Oh shit, Archer told that. That is not funny, Froggy.
Archer.
You are not funny. And that was not a joke. You don't get to use that as a joke either. How dare you? Tell another one right now. Glenola redeemed joke time. That was not funny.
I think I heard the boomerang.
Are you big on Halloween then, or not really?
Am I big on Halloween? I mean, I grew up in the country, so I mean, Halloween was different for me. It was. We did go out from time to time and collect a bit of candy or something, but we more watched other people run around and sat and drank beer and shit. Like, it was, I don't know. It was different.
Yeah.
So, there was a lot of things I didn't do, like ride skateboards, you know. Unless the wheels were off it and we were driving it behind
I used to like it better as a kid, but I wouldn't say I hate it.
You wouldn't say what, sorry?
I used to like it as a kid.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, yeah. I mean, most little kids
I still don't mind it now. I don't mind
dress up as your favorite character, superhero, whatever you want, and go out and collect candy. Sure.
I don't mind Halloween.
Oni, are you a fan of Halloween?
You have finally banned the broadcaster.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I think it's I don't know, it's entertaining.
What is the chances of you downloading?
I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing though. To be honest.
Well, I mean, I've got grandkids and stuff, so I don't have a choice. I happen to be off this Halloween too, so I have zero reason not to watch my grandkids go dress up in their costumes, etc. Plus, I'm pretty sure Mrs. Archer's excited to take 1,000,000,001 pictures of all the little tinies in their costumes.
Do you dress up in costumes like that?
No, I haven't dressed up in a costume in years.
Alright, okay.
No. I'll leave that for them. I'll leave that for them.
Shit. I have to that fucking years, mate. To be honest.
Doesn't mean people shouldn't, and it doesn't mean I wouldn't. I mean, if Mrs. Archer said, "Hey, we're gonna go to a Halloween party," my ass would be in a costume, and off we go. But I'm gonna be a giant dick. She says she wants me to be a giant dick. She's rude. Just ignore her.
Alright.
Oni, do you still dress up at all?
That's gonna be.
Sorry? No, I was asking Oni if he dressed up still.
Oh.
Sometimes.
Rare, yeah. No, I was just curious. What about you guys in the chat room? Do you guys dress up for Halloween, or do you guys have little ones? Do you just let them dress up? What are your
I've got a shirt with a big flaming skull on it. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear that. So...
With a flaming skull on it?
Yeah, it's got like flaming skull and it's got like gamer on it.
You can be Luke Ryder.
Yeah, basically.
Do you have a motorcycle?
I'll send you a picture. I'll send a picture if you want. It's actually a really good shirt, but I got you.
Yeah, you can post it on Discord. Why not?
Why not? Indeed.
I mean, while we're talking about this, I think we may as well get to the first match tonight. We have 2 tournaments. I don't know why we're waiting. There's lots of people here to see our wrestling show instead of listening to us talk about dressing up like fairies. So let's get to the first match tonight. Quarterfinals beginning right now. We got Johnny Rainbow from Team Infinite Oni taking on Alex King, former Pure Wrestling champion. Or is he still the Pure Wrestling? No, Ethan Mercedes is the current reigning defending Pure Wrestling champion. Is he not? I'm pretty sure he is. Matthew Ultraviolet's tag team partner, I'm pretty sure, has that championship currently. But that is the first match of the quarterfinals. We'll run it down again. We got Johnny Rainbow going against Alex King. Matthew Ultraviolet versus Mr. Pink. The Hardcore Icon Tables taking on DJ Snow. And then, of course, Escanor and Ethan Mercedes. This is for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Previously held by Cowboy Timothy Archer. Most people now dub him as Papa Archer. He, of course, cashed that in and defeated Roman Reigns to become the new world champion. So this championship is up for grabs, along with all of the other junior championships. And, of course, there is one more junior championship tonight, which will be the Junior Tag Team Championship in the second tournament. The other junior championships will be taken care of Halloween Havoc, our third annual Halloween Havoc. And again, that's 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Halloween evening. And it's the first time ever we've done it on Halloween evening. Usually it's a day or two or before. This year we're doing it right on Halloween, just to say we did, for the most part. We actually have no reasoning for doing it. I just said, fuck it, I'm doing it on Halloween night. It was random decision. Usually I would have a stream preview on a weekend, right? A Saturday. Sometimes a Sunday, but never a Tuesday. But I thought this year, let's have a little fun. We're doing it Halloween night, and that's what we're doing. And it's going to be a thrill ride because we're going to renew that rivalry between YTD Academy and TWA. So whichever respective brand wins their matches, they vacate the other brand's championship. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see some junior championships up for grabs. And a whole lot of feuding and rivalries. It's going to be a good time. A couple months of storytelling and angles and new characters being introduced to TWA, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, yo, Joe Link. What's going on, Joe? Are you at work now? Joe Link is Razor Ramon, the bad guy. There's another dude that should have been world champion at one point.
We looked for a good vampire joke, but
so anyways, I gotta go back in the chat and see if anybody answered my question. I don't think they have yet. I may dress up today, Glenola says. Go to work as radio DJ or maybe as the Wolfman before he changes form. Nice. I mean, you could dress up as Alan Severn. That would amuse all of us, to be fair. Not gonna lie, if you did that and posted pictures. What are the chances of you downloading my wrestler and putting him in a match? 0. 0, my friend. Sorry. Tonight is about the tournaments and 2 junior championships, so we don't have any additional matches. However, your wrestler could be acquired after the show and be ready for a dark match, potentially tomorrow, but there's no more live shows till Tuesday after tonight, which is our 3rd annual Halloween Havoc show.
Play. Glenula, your numbers.
All right, who else dresses up for Halloween? That's what I'm looking for here. Joe Link, do you dress up for Halloween still? I feel like you dress up as a stripper and carry around a pole door to door.
I just don't like kind
He doesn't do tricks for candy, he does dances.
I was Sonic the Hedgehog last year.
You were Sonic the Hedgehog last year? That is badass. Do you have pictures of that? Tell me you have pictures of that. Tell me you have pics.
If I had the clothes,
Picture, it didn't happen.
Now, Archer.
Yeah.
So there was one year. Have you ever seen the movie Napoleon Dynamite?
I have.
Yeah, I do.
I went as Rex one year.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got a picture.
Again, do you do? Yeah, and a picture that is postable?
Yeah, I have a picture.
That is exciting.
I don't like it though, but I got one.
Well, I mean, if you're going to tease us with a thought, we need to see. Inquiring minds must know. 798 and 095. Both unlucky, I think. I forget what the numbers are, to be fair, but I'm going to say unlucky just to say I said unlucky, in case I don't get to say it later. If I had the clothes, I would be tempted. The clothes for what? What did Joe say? Now, he needs to be Jim the Anvil. Yeah, he does. Oh, fuck, Glenola, you really should do that. You know, it doesn't even have to be for Halloween. You should try and make that happen. If anybody hasn't seen... I think Glenn just posted a picture of himself not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, but if anybody hasn't already seen him, he actually does... He could literally be his brother, at very least. It's crazy. He would definitely probably win a lookalike contest.
While since we dressed up. High school.
Maybe we should do a clothes-a-thon. You know how they do subathons? We could do a clothes-a-thon and have people donate clothing to Glenola to dress up as Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Gotta be badassery.
It's a lot more popular Halloween over there.
And Luke, what is wrong with you? Why are you not dressing up as Mickey James? You claim she is your absolute... No, don't you laugh and try to get this... Don't try to distract me with your laughter. She's your absolute favorite wrestler on the planet. You've got posters, you've got probably porn with Mickey James. It's probably not really Mickey James, but because it looks like Mickey James on the cover, Luke bought it and it's on his shelf. But honestly, you should be dressing up as Mickey James. What's that, Oni?
You know he's got a shrine somewhere.
Oh, he does. He's got a Mickey... You know what? We should make him show us pictures of his room. That's what we should do, because I think you're right, Oni. I believe that Luke has a shrine to Mickey somewhere in his bedroom. Somewhere.
What do you mean by that?
A shrine, like something that pays homage to Mickey James. Like a big wall of posters and pictures.
Oh,
probably
right,
one right on the ceiling above your bed, I assume. That could come in handy for many reasons. My wife's shaking her head. What's that? Only me, she says. I don't know whether to take it as a compliment or sarcasm.
My day is the 2nd.
Or disappointment, perhaps.
If I get 2 days in a row...
Stripe says, been a long time since we dressed up. High school was when we were buff-ish. We went as Majin... Oh, nice. I mean, I think a lot of people went as that. I'm thinking about a subathon later in November. My birthday is the 25th. If I get 2 days in a row off, I probably will do one. Well, good luck with that shit. You work at Walmart.
Come in handy.
But you never know. Maybe your Walmarts are better than ours. I mean, I don't work at Walmart, but I do know people that do, and getting 2 days in a row off would be not easy to acquire. It's usually always split. I used to get split days off all the time till I whined and cried and pissed off people till they fucking finally changed my schedule here and there, but eventually they just got used to working with me and just give me what I want now. Unless we have people quit and then they fuck me over, but there's that. Strife says, come in handy. What comes in handy? I don't know what he's talking about. All right, so we're going to get the first match of the evening started right now. It is Johnny Rainbow from Team Infinitoni taking on Alex King. It is showtime and go time. First match of the quarterfinals. Let's go.
List of champions from each respective brand. Simply type.
All right.
TWA.
That sounds like something I need to evacuate me. I was that for fucking alarm or something.
I think I forgot to tell everybody that these will be held under steel cage rules. I knew I forgot something. It's a tournament. That's all that matters. There is 8 people, 1 championship, and there's going to be a lot of fighting in a steel cage.
Johnny Rainbow versus Alex King. Interesting, actually.
Indeed. Yep. So anyways, what were we discussing? Now, Oni, are you a fan of boxing at all?
Not really. I was going to say I posted my picture and No Holds Barred. Joe
Oh, did you? I'm going to have a look. I want to see Joe Lincoln's son. Oh, he posted it already. There he is, wearing a Sonic costume. That is badassery. Very cool, Oni.
I'm actually wearing those pants right now.
I was going to say I love the pants. Do you still have them? But you do.
I'm wearing them like right now. They're more pajama pants, but still.
The following contest is a championship.
So Joe Link did in fact dress up as Sonic the Hedgehog.
From Blackpool, England, weighing in at 219 pounds.
Glenola says, hey Archer, I'll be in chat, but I have a bit of a sore throat, so I won't be on voice. Sorry about your damn luck.
This match is gonna be good.
Glenn sending DMs in Discord. He is. I didn't even see him message. Mind you, I guess I was starting the broadcast, so I'm not exactly on Discord. And I have my notifications off too, so there's that. Alright, so anyways, yeah, I think I've pretty much given my opinion on the whole Francis Ngannou Tyson Fury thing. I mean, it really was a good fight. It was. I did enjoy it was the best boxing match I've seen in quite a long time, actually. So again, if you're a fan at all of boxing, definitely check it out. Watch it more than once, though. I'm telling you, Ngannou beat him. That was a crazy outcome. I thought for sure that Ngannou was gonna get his hand raised, but much like other boxing matches I've seen, it definitely went the other direction. So,
what is Fury's record?
I forget the actual record. Let me just look it up. I know he's 30-something.
What is his actual record? I'm interested.
I'm gonna look it up right now because I forget the exact number of fights.
I know it's going to be something absolutely insane.
If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
All right, Tyson Fury record. He's 34-0-1.
Hey, that's what I mean.
So yeah, he's definitely got a tremendous record.
What do you mean the 0-1? Is that like, is he drawing a fight?
Yeah, it was either a draw or a no contest. Something could have happened. I want to say it was a draw though. Wait a minute, wasn't that the one fight with Deontay Wilder? I'm pretty sure they went to a draw. And then Tyson Fury beat him in the second one.
Number for a chance to
if I'm not mistaken.
Redemption of your choices, 777 the number to win.
But it was
championship.
Like I said, it was. I mean, Ngannou shocked the shit out of I think everybody. Strife says none of that. Yawning is illegal.
This is where you separate the contenders from the pretenders.
I think it's more contagious than it is illegal. He's just afraid you're going to make him yawn.
Yeah, I can do what I want, man.
Variants of Strife is
yeah, Strife. I mean, you can always jump on here with us and tell them that yourself. Have a conversation. Debate.
I'm waiting. Come on.
The concept of yawning while live. Strife is Randy Orton is the Viper today. Weren't you Randy Orton the other day too? Strife? I feel like you were. Maybe not. No. Stripe says, nope. Fine. Oh, you were China. That's right. You were China. So 777 and 801 are the numbers, if anybody hasn't seen that. So it looks like Glenola is close to the 777 with a 798, so that's a channel redemption reward you're going for, Glenola. And nobody has come close to the YTD Championship up yet.
You didn't ask me who I thought was going to win.
This match. Oh, shit, I didn't either. Who do you think's winning?
I think the guy with the pink hair is going to win.
You think Johnny Rainbow?
Yeah.
The guy with the pink hair, did you hear that, Oni? That is ghastly.
Is it?
Oh my god, I can't believe I heard it with my own ears. The guy with the pink hair. That is so disrespectful. Ghastly. Luke.
Hey, whoa. Hey.
Johnny is British, yeah.
I forgot the name, so he's the guy with the pink hair.
Yeah, Johnny Rainbow, yeah.
Johnny Rainbow. Is that your car?
It's Oni's, yeah.
Oh, is he?
Johnny Rainbow has been Grand Prix champion and world champion.
Yeah.
I forget which title he held more recently, but he's been both world champion and Grand Prix champion.
I thought it was Grand Prix.
Was it?
Then he lost it. I think he lost the Humboldt.
He lost at the Humboldt, so he was Grand Prix champion second. Okay. All right. Chronological order, always good to know. I'm just going back to see if anybody else played the lotto. I feel like I might have seen somebody. Maybe not.
I actually like to put Mickey James on my fucking mind. She's so fucking hot.
Put Mickey James on your mind? Is that what you said?
Saying that stuff everyone.
Well, I mean, I was just saying it would be amusing to me personally if I saw you dressed up as Mickey James.
I'm not going to dress up as something.
I mean, Oni, would you not be interested to see Luke dressed up as his favorite wrestler of all time?
No, he gets the shoulder up. There's some shock in the arena after that kick out.
Let me think about it, Oni says. I'll get back to you.
I think you should do a vote in the chat.
Play.
But in all honesty, though, it would be amazing to see Glenola dress up as Jim the Anvil Neidhart. I would like to see it. Because he looks very much like Jim Anvil. Yeah, why not? I mean, it's Halloween. You can get away with it. You know. Who knows? Maybe you'll enjoy it. Sorry, what did you say, Oni?
It's 2023 anyway. No one's gonna judge you.
Well, that too. Nobody's gonna care, but we would be amused, regardless.
Oh, I'm sure you would.
Yes. Like I said, we want pictures posted, but we really want to see pictures of your room now, though, Luke. Oni and I need to know like where the shrine is.
Oh.
Unless you just want to tell us and be honest with everybody, like where is the shrine to Mickey James in your room? Is it at bedside? Is it at the foot of the bed? Is it on the ceiling? Is it on a dresser with a mirror?
Not the ceiling. Not the ceiling.
We know you have one. You can't lie to us. We know there's one somewhere. Probably figurines as well. There's probably some action figures of Mickey James in there holding up a championship belt. And that's what I'm thinking. Am I missing anything here? Only what else would he have? Maybe a foam finger?
It's on the walls, not on the ceiling.
You have a pink hat, don't you? You have a pink cowboy hat. You have one. You bought it online at the WWE shop. That's what I'm thinking.
What, a pink hat?
Yeah, a pink cowboy hat. You have one. Right? Tell us.
In search of some footing to make this huge climb.
So I'll ask you something. What did you think was your favourite match for the Bound for Glory earlier?
Favorite match?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I liked Archer's match.
No, but you did.
That was a good one.
Congratulations again.
The women's is it the British International Championship?
That wasn't extreme. I don't know.
Or is it
UK
British
Women's Championship? The one that Amber Extreme had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew who was in it. I couldn't remember the actual name of the title. If it was the British World Championship.
Yeah, we always do the British stipulation for it as well.
Yeah.
Pretty cool matches.
2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah.
So that was a really good one. I thought that was a fun match to watch, actually.
See, Bray Wyatt cashing the briefcase as well.
Yeah, he did, yeah. So, I mean, the whole show was pretty good. I just happen to really like I just liked the women's UK title match in particular. Aside from Archer's match was really cool too. But I mean, that's that's my own match.
Because it's your old guy, I get it. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But he would have something. I think when my character's last footage my stream.
Glenn says, "You're in the running for both now."
Mickey James versus Honey Bee in the Extreme Rules match was an awesome main event as well.
Oh yeah, I guess you are. Yeah, with the number you have, that puts you in the running for both at the same time with one number. Nice. I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious. Because Glenola got 798. And the numbers are 777, which puts him in the run for that. And 801. He's actually closer to the 801. So yeah, Glenola, you're in the running for both. Wow. That's insane. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Your numbers are 570. Good luck.
570. Unlucky.
Some amazing and fun channels skipping the rest.
724. Unlucky.
Your numbers are 7.
Is this whole tournament cage matches or different?
Whole tournament is going to be cage matches, yeah. I already said 724. Yeah, numbers are 777, 801 right now. Glenola in the lead for both. That is crazy. Oni, have you played yet? I'm going to play right now and see what happens.
It's going to take a lot of willpower to make it all the way to the top.
The Archer
074, unlucky.
Good luck, the Archerverse. There are some amazing and fun
channels. And 520. Yeah, I never won. I don't even know why about it. Actually, that's not true. A couple shows ago, I was the closest to the YTD Academy Championship op, I believe it was. I think I gave it to Kyle, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the first time in a long time, and I don't win very often. Froggy says, I do like a cohesive theme. Steel cage matches sure show your fighters. Yeah, well, exactly, yeah. Plus, we don't really do cage matches very often. We do the occasional lockdown match. That's a little bit different than a steel cage match. Well, that's nice to see steel cage matches from time to time. And it's in a tournament, so why the hell not, right? Why the hell not? Alright, so, when's your next stream preview, Oni? And Luke, actually, you guys both have promotions. When is your next one? Are you going to be creating an event for that anytime soon?
I just did not.
Well, it's obviously sit down for Gorge there, but I think the next one probably might be the all-women's pay-per-view, and it might be it's called it's going to be called Hardcore Country.
Hardcore Country?
Yeah.
Nice. A play on Mickey James, of course.
Yeah.
An all-women's stream preview, very cool. I've only only done that once. Oni's done those many a times. Well, not just stream previews, but shows in general. Same with.
It might be my next one. It might not be, but it is one that's going to happen there.
And
that's definitely going to happen.
So you haven't, there's no, definitive plan set in motion yet then. What about you,
I did it last year, I did it as well. So,
wait a minute, it could be your second annual event type of thing.
that's what I mean. Bound for Glory was.
It was your second? Nice. Oh, that's right. I knew that. Yep. That's right. And only what about you? When's your next big stream preview?
I don't know.
No tentative plans yet?
Probably around the
Wow, look at that. That was a lot faster than I thought. I mean, I look up and Johnny Rainbow's climbing the cage, and out he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the steel cage matchup, and moving on to the semifinals of this tournament from Team Infinite Oni, it is Johnny freaking Rainbow picking up the big W over Alex King. Congratulations, Oni and Johnny Rainbow. Yeah, I didn't expect that match to be that quick. Wow. Wow, because I was catching up with chat, and then I just happened to look up and seen Johnny going over the cage wall, and Alex King was not going to catch him. So congratulations to Johnny freaking Rainbow. And again, you know, we were talking about our favorite superstars of all time the other night, our favorite fantasy wrestlers, and well, we were talking about a few different things, female wrestlers, and of course I chose Johnny Rainbow as my favorite fantasy wrestler. I think Johnny Rainbow is awesome, and he's a fun character, and he's already had a lot of success, not to mention, so I found that fun to watch too. That's definitely a superstar, well managed, Oni, I tell you.
3.
All right, let's move on to the second match of the evening. By the way, as I was just going to say, if anybody wants any betting lines open, let me know. And as I say it, I look down and Strife is opening up a bunch of betting lines. All right. So, second match of the evening, Matthew Ultraviolet from Team Infinite Oni taking on Mr. Pink. This should be a slobberknocker. Mr. Pink, of course, former television champion, pure wrestling champion. Matthew Ultraviolet come in and shocked the world, won the world title. Lost to Roman Reigns. They're still in a bit of a heated rivalry. He is determined to get that championship back. Sadly, Papa Archer swooped in and took that title from Roman Reigns. So now not only does he have Reigns to contend with, now he's got to face Papa Archer for the World Championship at Halloween Havoc. That is when that's happening. If anybody was wondering, I'm pretty sure everybody knew that was what was going to go down. Ultraviolet does get his rematch for the world title. But tonight he faces Mr. Pink, looking to continue that legacy and keep climbing that ladder of superstardom here at TWA. So Mr. Pink versus Matthew Ultraviolet. Who do you guys think is moving on to the semifinals to face Johnny freaking Rainbow? I'll get the betting line open here in just 1 second.
I will go Mr. Pink.
Mr. Pink.
You could what? What? Oni, did you just say Mr. Pink?
Yeah.
Good God. I mean,
I
Matt,
know I'm gonna win, but I know I'm gonna win.
Somebody needs to send Matthew Ultraviolet a text, just to let him know what his management team's got going on in their heads right now. That is fucking ghastly. All right, let me open the betting lines.
No,
Give me a second.
I just want to be different.
Oh, you just want to be different.
Okay,
So you're pulling a Boss
man,
Apollo. In his head, he thinks Matthew Ultraviolet's winning the whole effing thing, but he's going to bet on somebody else. All right, here we go. So, who moves on to face Johnny Rainbow? Is it going to be Matthew Ultraviolet?
I think Mr. Pink's got this.
You do think Mr. Pink's
The new
winning?
jackpot number for
Yeah.
a chance to win a channel redemption of
All right,
your
I'll give
choices.
everybody
777
10 minutes to make their bet. Actually, 10 minutes too long. That first
matches,
steel cage
8-0.
match, did it even last 10 minutes? Do you guys recall? I don't think it did it? I don't think it might
Mr.
have.
Pink's one of my friends, though, so I was like,
Oh, Mr. Pink Gaming is awesome. I'll switch
Yeah,
it to
definitely.
5 minutes and see how it goes. So you guys will have 5 minutes to make your bets. And there you go. Bang lines are open. And here we go. Match number 2, Matthew Ultraviolet versus Mr. Pink. One of them moving on to the semifinals to face Johnny freaking Rainbow. Let's go.
What's this like jackpot number for a chance to win?
According
Is
to
that
the
the bet?
electromagnetic spectrum, the ultraviolet range
The
is
jackpot?
bigger and badder than the
Yeah,
visible
is that the
light
bet?
spectrum.
So the
i.e.
777 if you come within 50 points of that number by the end of the and you're the closest one, come the end of the show, then you win a channel channel redemption reward.
You get the most money you get.
Sorry?
You get the most money basically.
Well, no, you win a channel redemption reward of your choosing, or if you get close to the 801, then you win a YTD championship opportunity.
Yeah, I got you.
It transfers to fight power. I'm just saying.
All right.
Play. The light tones for life. Your numbers are 9.
Whoa, what's going on there?
0. Good luck. The light tones for life. There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if like. To see
I'm gonna go get a drink before the match starts.
Simply type.
All right, I'm trying to pop open the manager reward request here. Oh, it cleared itself. Never mind. What is wrong with the Twitch app? I swear to God, they really need to do better. It is terrible. It never updates correctly. It's glitchy. Whose stream was I in? Oh, I was watching Joe Link today. And all of a sudden, the Twitch app goes glitchy. Boots me out of his stream and says that he's gone offline. So I had to log out of the app, log back into the app for him to show live on my end. It was really weird.
From Huntington Beach, California.
Yeah, it's got all kinds of problems.
265 pounds. Matthew.
All right, so let's see who else wants to answer tonight's question of the evening. How many of you dress up for Halloween? Or take their little ones out for Halloween? And if you do dress up, what do you dress up as? Joe Link was Sonic the Hedgehog last year. This year he is going to be Stripper Barbie. Luke is dressing up as Mickey James for Halloween, and Infinite Oni is actually dressing up as Johnny Rainbow. It's pretty cool. What about you guys? What are you guys dressing up as?
All about dominance tonight, and plans on showing why everyone backstage
if anything. 910 unlucky. According to the electromagnetic spectrum, the ultraviolet range is bigger and badder than the visible light spectrum, i.e. the rainbow. Fair. You make a fair point there. I see what you're doing there, Froggy. I'm not saying that transfers to fight power. I'm just saying you're not saying anything. You're just saying something, right?
To get candy around here.
And I already have to pretend to be someone else to get candy around here. Good Lord. The elite one, what about you? Do you dress up for Halloween? You go to a Halloween party? Or do you take kids out for Halloween? What's going on in your neck of the woods? What is going on in your neck of the woods? And anybody else who wants to answer the question, of course? But anyways, so we know Mickey James is your favorite wrestler of all time. Let's consider that female. Who would your, if you were to pick one, Luke, who would your favorite male wrestler be?
73 pounds. James.
This superstar's a lot of confidence, a lot of pride, but there's also a lot.
Do you have a favorite male wrestler like Stone Cold Steve Austin or anybody like that? British Bulldog.
So this superstar's just an idiot. Got it. And of all the possible matchups in this tournament, I'd say we've got one of the best in front of us.
Did Luke go missing?
Look, I'll admit I've had my fingers crossed it would work out this way. This one has real
you still there, Oni?
stealing potential.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just doing something.
I didn't see anything come up on the screen, but it appears we might have lost Luke somehow.
Into the snap suplex.
Or perhaps he has his mute button on.
Producing a
I don't know.
trampling. He's
There 1 second, gone the next.
As the arm bars stretch in.
Interesting. Oni, do you have a favorite pay-per-view of all time by chance?
Uh-oh.
Favorite pay-per-view of all time?
Yeah, like one that you've seen that stood out to you. You know, it is. I know. But what would you say, like, out of the pay-per-views you've watched and enjoyed, which one was your favorite? Do you think?
Counters that. Every maneuver being returned with counter fire.
Never really thought about stuff.
What were you discussing?
He's been placed in the
Favorite pay-per-view that you might have seen or attended. Maybe you've attended one live, I don't know, but out of ones you've seen and enjoyed, which one? You could answer the question too, Luke, if you want. Which one do you think would be? I have two that come to mind. Apparently we just lost Oni. Or at least temporarily.
The Great Rumble for the late Bray Wyatt to
that or PlayStation's lying to us. That happens from time to time. I don't know. Elite One says, I take the kids out. I do not dress up. The Great One or The Rock or late Bray Wyatt. Two of those greatest superstars ever. Okay, and what would do you have a favorite pay-per-view, Elite One? And Luke, you said you don't know what your favorite pay-per-view would be? Like, what about one that maybe Mickey James won a championship at? Would one of those qualify, or was that one maybe a pay-per-view?
Probably WrestleMania 22.
WrestleMania 22? For me, it's 6 and 18. Mostly because I was there live, but WrestleManias, of course. One was Hogan versus Warrior. The other one was...
I like WrestleMania 19 as well.
Right, well, yeah, that was a really good one as well. Well, I liked a lot of the WrestleManias. I wouldn't say they were all good. There's definitely been WrestleManias that could have been much better than they were, but...
I don't have a favorite, but one that comes to mind is WrestleMania 3.
WrestleMania 3, that was a good one. My favorite match from WrestleMania 3 would have been Macho Man Randy Savage versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And I'm pretty sure that match stole the night, not to mention. Which is weird considering, you know. But, yeah.
I like WrestleMania 10 as well.
Which one?
WrestleMania 10.
WrestleMania 10? Well, what's your favorite part of WrestleMania 10?
Owen versus Brett.
Owen, oh yeah. Yeah, that was a good match. I mean, I liked most of anything Brett and Owen did anyways, but yeah, they worked magic in the ring that night. That was a good
one. Owen actually out-wrestled Brett in my opinion.
He did. He did. Hey, Bret Hart says, you know, if he had lived, he might have eventually become better than him. Owen was very determined to be the greatest pro wrestler of all time, right? So there's that, but I mean, that's a pretty, and I know it's his brother, but that's a big compliment coming from Bret the Hitman Hart, who is arguably the best of all time, so at least technical wrestler, you know. But I think Owen Hart, I know, that was tragic. It was tragic. I mean, it was just, sadly, you know, it was a stunt that just didn't need to be done either. I mean, there was no. You know, I know they were going for that big pop and that wow factor, and but yeah, I don't know, that was crazy.
Over 20 years since that happened now, like, it's mad, isn't it?
I know. It doesn't seem like that. You know, I think that's because it comes up so often. Much like the Chris Benoit situation tends to resurface now and again. You know, that's never going to go away. But,
ironic part about it is the pay-per-view was called Over the Edge as well, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just like,
no, yep, that was the name of it, yep. Yeah, that was what it was called.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm just saying, like...
Redeem tree knowledge of rotten fruit. Archer lore time. Alright, let's see. Okay, so I remember a time when I was younger, there was a bunch of us. I mean, it was one of those days where it rained all morning, but then it cleared up for the afternoon. It got really hot. And my buddies and I were like, fuck it, we should go do something now. And we all decided we were going to go down to a beach. And it was probably a 20-minute bike ride or so. And so we all decided we're going to bike down to this beach, and we get to the top of this one hill, and whoa, look at that, hold the story, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to face Johnny freaking Rainbow in the semifinals, it is Matthew Ultra fucking Violet.
Every time I fucking put Archer I never fucking win.
Picking up the big W. And the funny thing about that is, Oni, I don't even know what you're going to do with yourself come semifinals time, because you got two members from your management team going at it in the semifinals. What do you think?
Well,
what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm not even in this tournament.
And by the way, here's the other thing, and we talked about, before Oni answers that, Luke and I were discussing how fishy it is that Ethan Mercedes and Matthew Ultraviolet both sneaked their way into this tournament. They, not to mention yesterday, out of nowhere, they formed this alliance, a tag team. They are calling themselves, now correct me if I'm wrong, Oni, They are new to TWA, but House of Ultraviolet, I believe, is what they're calling themselves.
Well, that was the original faction, but our tag team name is the Golden State Connection because we're both in California.
The Golden Gate Connection.
No, the Golden State Connection.
Golden State Connection. Interesting. Okay. So the only one I know of is House of Ultraviolet, but either way, both members that have aligned themselves in your team or faction in this tournament, and Johnny Rainbow in this tournament. 3 entrants from Team Infinite Oni. Little suspect. We would all love to know how you pulled that off. That's a story for another time. But anyways, yeah, what are you gonna do? How do you when you go backstage? How do you discuss things like this with your superstars? I mean, especially when you got 2 of the biggest superstars in TWA, both part of your management team. Now they're both going to be squaring off against each other in the semifinals for the right to move on to fight for the junior title. So, how does that work out backstage? How do you deal with that situation?
Well, let's just make the best man win. You know, that's just the way it goes. You know?
So just fuck it and suck it up, Buttercup, because that's the way we roll. You either fight or go home. Go big or go home.
Get good.
Because it's interesting. Johnny Rainbow versus Matthew Ultraviolet. I don't even know who I would pick in that. I am going to issue the payout for the last match here in just 1 second, but here we go with the 3rd match in the quarter. I can't believe we're already on the 3rd match of the quarterfinals. What is going on with these steel cage matches? But we got the Hardcore Icon Tables from Team Froggy Mothlegs taking on DJ Snow from Team DJ Snow Beast. And of course, the winner moving on to the semifinals, the 2nd semifinal matchup. Who do you guys think is going to take this matchup? Sound off in the chat, and I'll get the betting line open as soon as I issue the payout for the last one. But what do you guys think? Before we start talking about more about Oni's management, what we should be discussing is his management skills, apparently. Goddamn. You guys collected more gold in the men's division in recent times than I can remember any other team doing. Much more of a combined... January, of course, the first ever and potentially only ever, to be honest. I mean, nobody's ever done it until January, and I don't know who is going to manage to even come close to, if not even able to. I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, look at the list in the Hall of Legends. There's not a lot of Triple Crown champions. There's not a lot of Quadruple Crown champions. There is definitely not a lot of quintuplet champions. And as far as sextuplet champions, I don't know. I think that might be an untouched record. We'll see. I mean, the talent pool is deep. Anything can happen, but that is a feat I don't see anybody else accomplishing. I really don't. And nobody in the men has even come close. So, all right, let me issue the payout while we're discussing that. What do you have to say for yourself, Oni? Are you guys on steroids?
Well,
is there something you need to tell us?
Oh, let me answer the damn question.
Tables for the win.
First of all, DJ Snow is going to win this one.
DJ Snow's winning this one? Okay.
I don't know what my secret is. I just do things. And let's not leave out my newest acquisition, Karrion Kross and Scarlett.
Karrion Kross and Scarlett, yes. It'll be interesting to see what Team Oni does with those 2 superstars. Interested to find out. And how they're going to fit in amongst everybody else. You know, is Ultraviolet and Rainbow. I mean, are they going to get along with Karrion Kross first and foremost? I mean, I'm sure Scarlett will fit right in, but what about Karrion Kross? How's he going to, I don't know. That's an interesting one.
Figure that out. But so, unless it's like a special match, Karrion Kross and Scarlett always have to be together. So if it's a singles match, you got to have them both. That's the way I'm...
Well, that's usually what happens with managers, yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, always.
That is usually how it goes. Where he goes, she goes type of thing.
Yeah.
Sophie Light for life.
All right, guys. So
we will grow strong, and our communities will remain strong by our constant support for one another's
No,
endeavors.
I was actually cutting you off. I wasn't sure if you were done. You were kind of slowing down, but I wasn't sure if you were done. I just spoke too soon.
I do kind of have a request. I want January to come out of retirement for one match.
Really? Oh, I think I do recall a conversation. Yeah, you're talking about Maria Graham. How special is that Maria Graham? She comes in, you know, and this is of course both Team Kyle and Team Soul Embers that signed Maria Graham. They've been working very close with her. She comes in and somehow pulls off what should be the impossible for a debuting superstar, wins a chamber match in her very first match. And not only that, she eliminated quite a few people in that chamber match. Then she goes on and just continues the streak of dominance, beats Tiffany Stratton in her second matchup, which, by the way, is sitting at well over, I think it's well over 600 views on TikTok right now. If it's not above that already, I'd have to look, but... so a lot of people really enjoyed that matchup. But Maria Graham now 2-0. Crazy. And I do recall seeing, that she caught the attention of Team Infididoni. Team Infididoni would, in fact, like to see January go one-on-one against Maria Graham. Now, what would that look like? What kind of matchup would that be, Oni? Not that I have a problem with it. If you guys want that match to happen, you guys consider it done. You know, it doesn't matter if it's After Dark, Clash of the Titans. We'll get it going. We'll get it going.
Straight up wrestling match.
A straight up wrestling match? Like a traditional wrestling match? So meaning there's DQs, there's countouts, rope breaks, etc. There's a straight up wrestling match. Interesting.
Straight up wrestling match.
And by the way, the betting lines are open, as you can probably see. So go ahead and put your Archivers Bucks where your mouths are. Who's walking into the semifinals? Is it going to be Tables or DJ Snow? We're certainly going to find out because it is next. Let's go. And don't blink because these cage matches seem to be ending much quicker than I had anticipated. I don't think I've seen steel cage matches go this quickly. It's been crazy. Ultraviolet just went right to town in there. As did Johnny Rainbow. I mean, Alex King got his ass whooped. Alex King got his ass whooped by Johnny Rainbow. Are we keeping you up, Luke?
You know.
Are we boring you?
No, you're not boring.
How dare you, sir, yawn on our show? Although it's better than snoring. It is better than snoring.
A lot better than snoring, yeah.
I don't know how many times we clipped Christian Cool back in the day, because he would be bound and determined that he was going to join the show after he had worked till 1 o'clock in the morning. He was dead tired. He would come in and he would fall asleep on the shoe, if you will. So yeah, many of our villainous community members, I believe I did it a couple times myself, I'm not even going to lie, but many of our villainous community members did clip him.
I'm not going to fall asleep on the stage,
If you do, you'll be in competition with Cool. And the Cool Wave. Let's not forget the Cool Wave. Who remembers the Cool Wave? Froggy, you must remember the Cool Wave. Granola.
I already start yawning though when it gets like 3 or 4. That's like 3.
Joling says she beat her with a chair. I mean, it doesn't matter how she won. You know, what matters is she won. You know? She did, in fact, use a chair, yes. I'm not saying you're wrong, by the way. You're definitely correct. But she won. You know?
True.
She won. So what do you guys think's going to happen with MJF? That's something we haven't talked about in a while, and I know there's an article by Ringside News that I haven't read yet. I'm interested. And I am going to bring it up here in a little while, but before I get to it, what does everybody think is going to happen with MJF? Because I've said this before, I'm not 100% convinced he jumped ship immediately. I could see him doing another year stint in AEW and then going. I also wouldn't be shocked if he just went, because he's going to get offered a shit ton of money. The thing is Tony Khan willing to match that? Because I think I think if WWE is smart, they sign MJF for the next 10 years and tie him up. 10-year contract. Throw a shit ton of money at him, and he will be the face of their company. He's that good, and he's going to be better. But that's what I would do.
But he has stated he wants to be in the WWE.
Nope, yeah, that's right.
I have to step out for a bit.
No, he did say that he wants to be. Oh, no problem, Oni. No problem. We'll see you when you come back. The bidding war of 2024. Yeah. I actually said before, I actually do think he may stay another year in AEW, but again, I won't be surprised if he doesn't. I won't be surprised if he doesn't. Either way, he's going to be the face of professional wrestling. In the near future and beyond, I think, because he's really, really good at what he does. He is really good at it. He is so impressive. You know, he's still a little bit green in some areas, but he's very quickly learning. He's very quickly adapting, and he's very quick. He's clearly listening to the people that are guiding him, is what I will say, because I've been impressed by MJF since day one. I said the same thing the whole time. I said he's green, he's got work to do, but he's done that. He's doing that. And he's just goddamn well impressive, you know? Can somebody untime out the Elite one so they don't have to wait 30 seconds? Thanks, Joe. Sorry about that, Elite one. AEW is on the list of Archer. It's a long-running joke. Which means if you say AEW, you get timed out. You know what I'm trying to get working is dropping a house on Sir Jack. I can't get my command to work. Let's see if it works on anybody else.
Oh, my bad. How's Joe?
No, see, it's not working. It's fucking broken. It pisses me off. I want to be able to drop a house on people. I gotta fix that. I have no idea what I did wrong, but for some reason my command is not working.
Are you going to get rid
the
of that?
Elite one says, "Oh my bad." Oh, it's cool, Elite. We can talk about AEW. It is just a long-running joke, my friend. It just happens to be on the list of Archer. At one time, man, there was so many words. What? Stream Elements timed him out again? What now? Was that for all caps or something? Why the hell did he get streamed out again for 10 seconds? I don't know. Is what a ban? Dropping the house? No, it should be just like the AKO. It's just not. It's not fucking working. It's pissing me off. I've been trying to drop a house on Jack for fucking months. I finally come up with a brilliant idea to do so, and it won't let me. It's like it's protecting Jack. It is disgusting. 10s for house, 30s for list. Oh, there were so many. There were so many words on the list of Archer at one time. It was hard to even talk in the chat room. No, it was. We had to get rid of the list of Archer for a little while and clear it out.
Why did you start to ban AEW?
Just because you know, I'm not the biggest fan of AEW. I think that I don't know, but people like to talk about it a lot. At one point, we were just going through conversations. And I had stopped watching AEW for 6 months, and I said I was going to stop talking about it and everything. So I said, as a matter of fact, I'm going to add AEW to the list of Archer. And I did. And it just kind of stuck. So when we started... No, I don't hate it. But it's certainly not my favorite. I prefer Impact Wrestling, for instance.
Yeah, I know what you do.
You know what I mean? All Edge Wrestling. Yeah. That's what it should be called. There's a lot of people getting hurt over there, man, and I don't know how they don't see it, and if they do see it, they certainly don't see it. They're not, I don't know. They need to open their eyes. Because people, there's, like, even Flair, I mean, you know, Vince Russo joked about the man actually wanting to die in the ring, like, he could actually die there. Let's be real, he could actually die there. TNA is making a comeback. Well, I mean, the Impact Wrestling already exists, but they're actually going to be rebranding back to TNA.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It is awesome, because I hated it when it was... And by the way, the TNA titles were much nicer. The TNA championships were so much nicer.
Yeah, That's what you should call it anyway, TNA, because that's just how it...
Yeah, total non-stop action.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course, TNA was you know, how that name developed was actually a bit of a, you know, more of a joke than it was anything. You know, TNA, tits and ass. But I mean, look at Monday Nitro. You know, that came about from Eric Bischoff joking around saying Monday Night Raw in a really weird way, mocking it, and then the next thing you know, Monday Nitro came out, and then they said, oh, Monday Nitro. And that's how that kind of came about. But Froggy says, rebranding again? Yeah, I know, right? They've rebranded a few times. I'm actually hoping that they go back to working with the NWA. Seeing how they're going to be doing territories again, and they've already got EC3's promotion that's going to be recognized by the NWA and work as part of their territories. TNA could do the very same thing. That'd be great. That would be great. And then TNA's titles would be recognized by NWA. They would be, you know what I mean? They'd be sanctioned by the NWA. I think that'd be pretty awesome. But TNA or Impact, whichever you want to call it at the moment, they've got pretty tight ties to WWE right now too. Like I said, if you go back the last few years, they've been really watching what's going on in Impact Wrestling, much like they used to do with ROH before Tony Khan perverted them. But I really still wish that deal hadn't happened. I did not want Tony Khan to get a hold of ROH, because exactly what's happening to ROH is what I was afraid of. It's slowly fading away into, they're not doing much with it. You know, ROH should be on TV like it was. You know, they should be having weekly matches, and they're just not doing any of that. And that is it. That is all. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals of this tournament from Team DJ Snow Beast. DJ Snow picks up the big W over the Hardcore Icon tables. Congratulations to DJ Snow Beast and, of course, DJ Snow. Alright, so I'll issue the payout for that. Didn't the guy from UFC buy WWE? Well, the parent company of the UFC, which is Endeavor, bought the WWE and combined the two companies into one entertainment company, which is the TKO Holdings Group. Yeah. There wasn't any one guy, and it wasn't from the UFC, it was the parent company of the UFC. TKO, yeah. That is correct. All right, on to the final match of the quarterfinals already. I can't even believe it. This quarterfinals is probably one of the quickest quarterfinals we've ever had.
What's the point of buying a wrestling portion if you're going to do nothing with it?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are they not doing anything with ROH? ROH always had some of the best wrestling matches of all time. Yeah, I've always been a fan of ROH, and they're just doing the same thing with ROH that Vince did with ECW. They acquired it to say they did, and they're doing fuck all with it, and it pisses me off. But here we go. Last match in the quarterfinals, ladies and gentlemen. It is Escanor from Team Lions and Escanor taking on Ethan Mercedes from Blame It On Ethan. And, of course, he, again, is in correlation with Team Infinite Oni. Right? I did not say that was Infinite Oni's superstar, but he is correlated with Team Infinite Oni. I'm just saying. They formed a tag team. 3 guys that are correlated in one turn. That's all I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. Luke and I think something's fishy with that. But anyway, we'll see what happens, and we'll see how things pan out. Because let's be honest here, if Ethan Mercedes pulls off the W against Escanor, we have all 3 members correlated with Team Infinite Oni in the semifinals. Now tell me that's not weird. Tell me that is not weird. But anyways, I have to issue the payout before I
skipping the rest. The company that officially runs Ufkin WW.
Who be who?
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings are beating the Lakers right now.
Are they really? Excellence, bar none.
Yeah, 127 to 123 all the time.
Wow. All right, 5,520 Archiverse bucks distributed to whoever decided to vote with DJ Snow. And I'll open up the betting line here.
Game like earlier on today and we lost.
Play. Joe Link, your numbers.
All right, so who moves on to face
Good luck, Joe
DJ
Link.
Snow?
There are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the chose.
Is it going to be Escanor? Or Ethan Mercedes?
I am 2-6 away from a championship match, third traverse.
Luke de Gunner says Ethan Mercedes is taking it. And you guys
Who moves on to the same fight I did? So you win 220, I won 212 for that last payout.
Sorry, say that again.
I won I won for the last payout because DJ Snow won.
26 away. I'd have to do the math.
Play. The light tones for
Let's see. Glenola's number was 798, so he's still closer. I just had to remember what Glenola's number was. So he's still ahead of you, Joe.
I've got number 2.
Glenola's literally in the running for both at the same time with the same number. He got 798, and the numbers are 777 and 701, or sorry, 801. Of course Glenola did, right? Who else does shit like that? Steelers fan, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here for episode number 528. This is actually not a regular scheduled show for us. This is a double Gold Rush tournament tonight, special edition of Wrestle Wars Genesis. So we've got Junior World Championship and the Junior Tag Team Championship up for grabs tonight as we head into Tuesday night's 3rd annual Halloween Havoc show. It's going to be a fucking thrill ride. You don't want to miss that. So if you haven't been around long enough to know about Halloween Havoc, now you know. You don't want to miss it. 639 unlucky. And 516 is unlucky. I think I already said that, though. Don't forget, for anybody that hasn't already, you can play the lotto twice. There are 2 sets of numbers.
I've got 639, me.
Yeah, you got 639, yep.
I don't know if that's any good or not.
No. Unlucky. It is not. But anyways, betting lines are open. There's already 1,030 Archiverse bucks on the line. Let's get this match turning and burning, shall we? Here we go. Escanor versus Ethan Mercedes. Somebody's moving on to face DJ Snow in the semifinals. I'm going to go with Escanor. I think Escanor is probably still pretty pissed off that his team has had a couple of less than formidable showings over the past week after being undefeated in tag team competition. And of course, Escanor's been a Pure Wrestling champion. Ethan Mercedes, the current reigning defending Pure Wrestling champion. He's definitely going to want to keep his, I wouldn't say streak of luck, because it's been more than luck that got him to where he is, but his streak of excellence, let's say. But Escanor is a tough customer. We'll see what happens. What do you guys think is the question that matters? Definitely the question that matters. Redeem bit. Glenola. That is ghastly. So I've been banned for the match, Luke. Our villainous good friend and leader of the Glenalians, Glenola, has banned me from the match because, you know, he's bored and has nothing to do and decided he wants to pick on me, apparently. So I'm out for the match. Infinite Oni Luke says that Ethan is winning this match.
Yo, whoa. What's going on?
Yo, Oni just banned you too. What? Wait a minute. That means that means we have no host.
Okay, so no commentary then?
We both got ban a host. You and myself both, so we're both out for the entire match. I mean, I don't know if Glenola and Oni are going to hop in and save our asses here, but that means no host. But Glenola
this match
and Infinite Oni,
silence.
You get your wish. Luke and I are out for the whole match. So everybody else, enjoy the match. We'll be obviously back when it's over.
He has a big match ahead of him. Going to need a career-making performance here tonight.
Emoji face with tears of joy. No commentary then. Jolan 9 Navi, Jolan 9 Link Attack, Jolan 9 Link Attack, Jolan 9 Lee. I'm still here. Archer 9-3 Raid, Archer 9-3-1, Archer 9-3 HDY, Archer 9-3 TWA, Archer 9-3 GG, Archer 9-3 GG, Archer 9-3
from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 259 pounds, the Pure Wrestling Champion, Ethan Mercedes.
With the size of this superstar's ego, I have no idea how the rest of us can even fit in the venue.
Hyperbole does not suit you, Saxton. We're looking at
to do commentary right now, LOL.
Hey, my boy looks pretty good with that Pure Wrestling Championship, doesn't he?
On that. Ego or not, we're looking at
Yeah, I will be doing the commentary solo for this match. Well, I'm enjoying some late night Mickey D's, because I'm Matthew Ultraviolet and I can do whatever the hell I want. So, with that said,
this guy lives to compete, so he'll be treating this match as if he were defending the title.
Actually, you know what? I've never held that title. But that's okay, because I've held the big one. Only to lose to that Roman Reigns. But I'll get him. I'll get you back, Roman Reigns. Don't you worry. But wait a minute. That's right, you're not the champion anymore.
First round matchup underway. The winner of this match moves on to the next stage. Telegraphed that one and delivers a blow to the gut.
I will be facing Papa Archer, but out of respect, of course, I will not be facing him in a First Blood match. No, I'll be facing him in a straight-up wrestling match instead. Or actually, whatever Archer seems more appropriate. But I didn't think that it would be fair, you know, to face him in a First Blood match.
Unforced uppercut.
Oh my God!
So, I said silence, but here I am. Or in my mouth like I always do.
Oh my goodness! Here he goes, working his way up the side of the cage.
Gotta wonder if the stamina is
I
there to make
haven't
it all the
commented
way.
any villainy for a while. Had to make sure no one forgets who is the true villain.
Well, you can have Archer when the
It is
bell.
important to stay on your feet.
Uh-huh.
Even if you are on the defensive, if you are standing, you can
I
do
love you,
more.
brother.
That can increase your chances of escape.
The more a competitor moves, the harder it is for them to be defeated. The cage is your ally. Or you're
Infinite
even
only
stealing.
followed
There's no in
suit.
between. Roundhouse kick. He may get the 3 count right here.
Glenn were one of us.
And he fights it off.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Here he goes, moving up the cage wall.
Better be quick about it. Not much time to get over.
Ooh, 2 count for Easter.
Trying
Mr. Ethan
desperately to
Mercedes
escape.
here.
Boom!
Sure enough.
Oh my goodness.
Powerbomb! Unceremoniously sent right back down to the canvas.
But I agree with the light ones here. Archer does have that beautiful radio voice. What do we got here from Escanar?
2 kick out. What a
I don't know what
match.
that move's called, but he's going to go for the cover with it.
And here he is scaling up the cage wall.
Heading up and maybe
That was a
heading
close
The
out.
one.
steel cage match has been
See
quick.
that, Onyx? Ethan kicked out.
Man.
No kidding.
Levine Escor's trying to take his ball and go
Then
off.
we not playing tonight.
Sleeper hold. He's got it locked in.
He may not have a choice. He may...
He is in serious trouble
Nice little
here
headbutt here.
and finds his way out. Whoa, not quite yet.
Uh-oh.
Shot to the
Oh, nice little
midsection
counter by
connects.
Ethan Mercedes.
Ow, bam. Ooh, listen to the impact.
Look at the
Right across
midsection.
the face.
Ooh. Combination.
That's not
Oh,
it.
that's going to make it a comeback.
Is it enough? The cover. 2.
Oh,
He kicked
spear.
out 2.
I would have bet this was one after that.
Come on,
last
come
hit.
on, come on, Ethan.
Goes to show
Get
you
up.
just never know what your opponent's capable of. I thought it was over. The
gonna give me a
WWE
heart attack.
Universe thought it was over.
I don't know what's
But
gonna
you
give
got
me
it
a heart
a
attack
little
versus
more to
McDonald's
finally
or the
finish
match.
this. He's making haste, climbing up the cage wall.
Ethan
needs to be careful, though. Every movement is a dangerous one.
Come on, Ethan.
And now he's at an impasse
You're
at the
a
top of
world
the
championship
cage.
athlete. I know you can get up and do better
his
than
way
this.
to escaping the steel cage.
Get your ass up there and get him off the damn cage.
Progress up the cage comes to an end.
Better hurry.
Faster.
He's
nearly
gonna go.
there. Just
There
a few
you
more
go.
sure-footed steps, and he's victorious.
He doesn't want to
Attaboy.
spend too much time up there.
There you go.
Man, feels like it's opportune time to get out of here.
Espinor just about
He
got
gets there
away.
to stop the escape.
To see a complete list of champions from each respective brand, simply type
Takes
TWA,
incredible guts to make this climb.
Let him do that to you.
YTD into the chat.
He's all the way to the top of the cage. Not many options
Oh,
for
we're
him.
racing
He's
now?
working toward making his escape. He can almost taste the win in this cage match.
Fought so hard.
Off the steel.
Bash his head into the steel.
Somebody stop it now! He's nearly there. Just a few more sure-footed steps, and he's victorious.
Attaboy.
It's not safe being up there.
That is what I'm talking
Almost
about.
made it to the top so close.
Does not
Come
get much
on.
closer than that.
Okay, this isn't really commentary. This is just me. Cheering on
Heading
Ethan.
up and maybe heading out.
This might be a short-lived descent. Oh, strong
And
impact.
talking shit at the same
Fortitude
time.
being tested with every step.
Face first into the cage.
It's going to take a lot of willpower to make it all the way to the top.
Oh, no. He comes off the cage
Oh,
and
the
lands
match so
right
far,
back in the ring.
Oh, that could not have felt good.
Power bomb. And he's thrown from the cage down to the mat.
Yeah, he's going to have to try something else now.
Kick to the gut. And
Beautiful power bomb.
cutter.
Big opportunity for him now.
Oh, this has got to do it.
3, no, a 2 count.
Unbelievable presence of
Come on,
mind.
get him.
I thought he was
Get him.
unconscious.
How draining was that? Can it be done again? Can that maneuver be summoned
Are
at
you
least
shitting
one more
me?
time?
That was a slow
Sprint up
count.
the cage is on.
He's made it to the top, but can he finish? And as he continues to climb the side of the cage, you have to think his confidence is starting to build.
All he has to do is drop down to the
Free
floor,
slow
and his
counting.
hand will be raised.
Mr. Mercedes.
These superstars have endured so
Nothing
much
wrong
punishment.
except trying to win the match.
wear, but the tide can shift at any moment.
Gets him with the counter.
Needs to be careful, though. Every movement is a dangerous one.
There he is at the top of the cage. Still with a long way to go. He takes a painful fall from the cage. Big knockdown. Looking for it. Back body drop. Oh, the spine buster.
My, oh my. Dodges the attack just a smidge quicker. Cravat cinched in. Is it time to
He's flailing, desperately trying to get out of this situation.
Didn't get the spear
A
that
great
time.
counter. Big hook.
Knee right to the jaw.
Good night. He's making his way up the side of the cage.
This is the best fight so far
in search
tonight.
of some footing to make this huge climb?
And he's finally up to the top of the cage.
Come on.
And would you look
Get
at
up,
that?
Ethan.
He could be well on his way
Check
to
out
the
the latest things in
Looks like he's
TWA.
having trouble getting out of the
Purchase
ring.
your
It's kind
coffee
of an
cup,
embarrassment in
pure
your
ball
career.
cup right now.
You're a world-class
You are right.
athlete. Act like it.
I don't think so. This brawl
There you
will
go.
continue on inside the cage. Is this the right
I
time?
need an eye there
Is
in
this
the
the right
emoji
moment?
grinning
Gotta wonder
squinting
if the
face.
stamina is there to make it all the way.
And victory looking more and more likely for him now in this steel cage match.
The longer he's up there, the more fear starts to seep into the mind.
The new jackpot number for a chance to win a channel redemption of your choices. 777 the number to win a YTV championship matches. 80.
Starting to build. Heck of a
a view from up there, but he'll enjoy a view from the floor even more.
Oh, hell. Come on, son. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's it.
I have returned, and ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals, Escanor from Team Alliance. And Escanor picking up the big W, and moving on to face DJ Snow. That I think that was the best steel cage match of the evening so far. In my opinion, I think that was a really good fight. Nah, but mind you, Johnny Rainbow and Matthew Ultraviolet kind of made short work of their opponents earlier, so there's that as well. But so I guess it's it's not Ultraviolet or Rainbow's fault that their competition didn't live up to the hype. But Escanor versus Mercedes, that was badass. That was a really good fight. Escanor moving on to the semis. Let's go. And I'll of course get the payout issue for that. Leo the King, what's going on, Leo? Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. What's new and exciting, buddy? What's going on? Anything? All right. So here we go. First match of the semifinals. Two superstars from the House of Oni. It is Johnny Rainbow and Matthew Ultraviolet. I got to tell you, I'm glad I'm not the one that has to bet on this one. But Oni, give us a breakdown of this match, would you? Like, what are their strengths in comparison to each other? I don't know if you want to flat out pick somebody or not, but how do you see this playing out?
Play. Leo DA King, your numbers are 1, 9,
You think Ultraviolet takes out Rainbow?
Leo DA King, there are some amazing and fun channel rewards to choose from if you are the
Ultraviolet, who is a striker, and I think Johnny Rainbow, I believe he's actually technical, but
right.
Ultraviolet had a pretty good trainer too.
Now
he was trained by. I'm sorry.
I was going to say who trained Ultraviolet?
Sean Ricker.
Sean Ricker, really?
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
Vaguely. I know the name.
Sean Ricker also goes by a couple of names you might know, like Eli Drake or
LA Knight. Yeah, that's right too.
Yeah, that's Sean Ricker.
I always forget what his real name is. It's been so long since I've even heard it.
And then you got Johnny Rainbow. He was trained by Steven Regal.
Steven Regal. Sir Lord William Steven Regal.
Delitones for life. Your numbers are 0, 8,
He was trained
6.
by Real Man's
Good
Man.
luck, Delitones.
The Real Man's Man.
There are some amazing and fun channels.
All right, so I have the betting lines open. If you guys want to start making your bets on the match, is it going to be Johnny Rainbow or is it going to be Matthew Ultraviolet? Again, this is a tough one for me.
I can actually tell you who wins.
You can tell me who wins this match?
I do.
Good Lord. You do. Team Infinite Oni wins either way. I think I'm going to... You chose Ultraviolet, so just to say I did, I'm going to go with Johnny Rainbow. Been Grand Prix champion, world champion. Thus far, Ultraviolet's only been world champion. Not really saying much, but I mean... that's what I'm using as my excuse.
I'm going for the guy to think
You're going with the guy with the pink hair, or you're still calling him the guy with the pink hair. Ghastly. All right, well, we're going to find out. Here we go. Johnny Rainbow versus Matthew Ultraviolet is next. Let's rock and roll. All right. And the semifinals, ladies and gentlemen, they'll be held under Iron Man rule set. I didn't want to have just any ordinary tournament. I wanted it to be just a little bit different. I wanted it to be more competitive. So after steel cage matches, who has enough left in the gas tank to go through an Iron Man match? That is the real question. Who can last or outlast the other? Does Johnny Rainbow have more in the tank, or does Ultraviolet have more in the tank?
I have a match.
15 minutes they're going to have to decide each of their fates. And you guys can determine right now by placing a bet who you think is moving on to the tournament finals. Is it going to be Rainbow or Ultraviolet? I say Rainbow. Oni says Matthew Ultraviolet. And Luke says Johnny Rainbow. Well, to be clear, Luke actually said the guy with the pink hair.
Yeah.
But since Matthew Ultraviolet does not have pink hair,
the following contest is
that leaves Johnny Rainbow.
Tournament semi-finals match.
All right, so here we go. 15 minutes is what we have to work with here. I should have actually, I should have opened the betting line longer. I only set the betting line for 5 minutes. I should have opened it for 10, but it is what it is. So we were talking about MJF, and again, I did say I had an article to read from ringsidenews.com. Now, it was Felix Upton that wrote this article, and it is MJF addresses possible WWE jump as AEW contract ticks down. So it says WWE and AEW are in the same business, and they are oftentimes after the same talent. Considering all that has already transpired and what is to come, AEW World Champion MJF discussed his decision between AEW and WWE before the anticipated bidding war of 2024. The specifics of MJF's contract situation remain uncertain, but the 27-year-old has consistently mentioned January 1st, 2024 as the contract expiration date. This has sparked anticipation of a bidding war between his current employer and WWE for his signature. Now, while MJF transitioned to a babyface earlier this year, discussions about his contract have been relatively subdued. However, during a post-show promo at AEW Collision in, is it Uncaseville, Connecticut, or Uncasville? However the fuck they say that, it's in Connecticut. Following his AEW World Championship match against Kenny Omega, MJF hinted that he may be inclined to continue with AEW rather than considering a move elsewhere. He said, "I'll be honest, I still don't know what I'm going to do for the bidding war of 2024." And that was a quote. He said, But what I do know is that when I get the opportunity to wrestle the best bout machine, Kenny Omega, it tends to sway my opinions a little bit. WWE could certainly make good use of MJF, and they have proven to Cody Rhodes that having AEW on a resume does not exclude anyone from a big push. Jade Cargill is also getting an amazing talent treatment already, so only time will tell if MJF joins them. MJF just picked up a huge win against Kenny Omega on AEW Collision this week. There could be more huge matches in the Devil's future, but he also has a huge decision to make next year. Again, I personally believe that he will sign with AEW again for at least another year. Then he'll make the move. Will he make the move? Yes, he's made it very clear that he wants to wrestle at WrestleMania. He would like to wrestle in WWE. That doesn't mean he's going to go in 2024, but it'll be interesting to see when the bidding war begins exactly what happens, who offers what for contracts, how much money's involved. It's an interesting situation because, again, he's a superstar in the making, and he's very good for AEW, but I think he becomes a household name though in WWE though, is what I think.
Yeah, I mean, MJF, isn't it?
You know, AEW's got lots of talent on their roster, but they only have a couple of what you would consider household names, right? And they just lost one in CM Punk. He's gone and probably going to either Impact or WWE. But I don't know. I think personally he signs at least another 1-year contract with AEW and has a few more matches that he'd like to have there before heading and jumping ship. I think. I
don't see MJF as a babyface though. He's more between it to me. He does heel things still.
He does, I know. I think if anything, he's more of like a neutral. He also does
some good things as well, like shaking shook and make his hand up after the match.
Yeah. He's almost like a neutral. More like what
I haven't seen that match, by the way. I recommend you go check it out. That was absolutely awesome.
Sorry, which one?
Omega and MJF on Collision this week.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Yeah,
Saturday. That was awesome.
It was, yeah. Oni says, damn, Johnny's already bleeding. Well, I mean, Matthew Ultraviolet is a savage. I mean, you should know he's contracted to your management team. Just saying. No, the semifinals is under the rule set of Iron Man match.
This has been a colossal battle to this
Iron Man, 15 minutes of iron. That's what I said. It's going to be very interesting, especially for poor Escanor, because again, he probably had the toughest battle inside the cage with Ethan Mercedes out of everybody else. So I mean, he may not have as much left in the fuel tank as everybody else. I don't know. Sometimes that comes into, I mean, either way, damage retention's a real thing. You know, if you take any sort of damage in any match and you're moving on in the tournament, it kind of lessens your, or doesn't necessarily lessens the possibility. Well, I guess it does. It lessens the possibility of winning, kind of, when you think about it. Definitely makes it harder. But yeah, and only just noticing now. Good Lord. We were actually talking about it as the first match started on. Which means you were not listening to us.
Yeah.
How dare you, sir?
I'm
not on commentary because I'm in character in the booth. It's hard to be in two places at once. Well, that's not true. I mean, Poindexter does that kind of stuff very handily all the time. I mean, I realize you're not Poindexter, but you can always ask Team Froggy Mothlegs for tips. Oh, we just had a fall, I think. I heard a bell ring. Did Johnny Rainbow just get a fall over Ultraviolet?
Yes.
There's a 2 count for Ultraviolet. He did, okay. I thought so.
Johnny 1-0.
And he's going right back to work. Look at it, stretching out that abdominal area. Looking for a submission here. But yeah, no, me personally, I think maybe MJF signs another 1-year deal. What do you guys all think? You guys have an opinion on the matter? Does he stay in AEW? I believe Joe Link earlier agreed with me. He said that he thinks that